Hi everyone, I'm Chanelle Adams and welcome to my channel. I'm making this video because I've had some crazy responses to a recent video of mine. If you don't know, I just came back from Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo to be exact. This is my second time going and I love it so much. I love Santo Domingo. It's one of the first places that I've gone to using my travel benefits as a flight attendant, and I love it so much. I got to visit my friend Nibby Speaks again, and this time it was like a year and change later. So a lot has changed since the first time I went to Santo Domingo. Definitely check out that video to see what has changed from my first time going to my second time going, and we had so much fun hanging out together. I'm making this video because, well, I've gotten a lot of mixed reviews, mixed reaction to me going to Santo Domingo a second time. So a lot of people think it's great that I'm going, which I'm very happy to hear because I love it so much. But a lot of people, they take offense with me going, or maybe they're just upset that I'm going. And particularly because I spoke about how I got scammed in Santo Domingo, how an Uber driver scammed me. I'm just kind of like confused on why people would think that me talking about one bad experience in Santo Domingo means that I'm speaking bad about the country, that I'm speaking bad about the people, and that I'm being disrespectful. Anyone who has watched my channel knows, like, I love DR. Like, Dominican Republic has a special place in my heart. However, me just sharing one negative opinion or negative experience about DR from one person doesn't mean that I love DR less or that I'm disrespecting DR. So, like, some of the comments have gone so far into saying that I'm not welcome in the country, that I need to go to Haiti where I belong, which is a crazy comment in itself, but I guess for some Dominicans that's supposed to be an insult, which I don't take it as an insult because I think Haitian people are great, but whatever. They say that I need to stay where I'm from or I need to go back to Africa. And it's like, what does this sound like to you? You know, this has a very familiar sound. Oh, it sounds racist. That's what it sounds like. I'm just concerned on why some people think it's okay to say these types of things to people who are traveling to your country. Yes, I had one negative experience, but that doesn't mean that I don't like DR. And no country is perfect. Now I know, okay, there are a lot of YouTubers and travel YouTubers out there that share all of the positive experiences they have, which I do too, and most of my videos are positive about what countries that I visit, but there are some things about a country that are negative. Trust me, the United States has a lot of negative things that in its own media would not share to the outside. Like, to people in other countries, they may not know what's going on in the US, but we as Americans, we know exactly what's going on. We know our shortcomings as Americans and as America. And I feel like other people in their country, they know their shortcomings too. You know, I'm also a dual citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, and I know the shortcomings of that part of my culture. I know the shortcomings, but I love my culture. I love my country. I love both countries that I'm from. So just because I'm sharing a negative experience doesn't mean that I hate that country. I would like to share some of the comments that I've been getting on this video. And honestly, guys, I don't delete the negative comments. Like, unless you're saying something really heinous, then I'll delete it. But I keep those comments so you can see that I'm not crazy. Like, there are some things that people say that I'm like, how did you even think to say that? Like, that is just so disgusting. And some of these comments are in Spanish, so maybe if you don't speak Spanish, maybe you don't realize what they're actually saying. But if you can pull out your Google Translator and see, these things are crazy. And if I wasn't a God-fearing woman, I don't know. I don't know. Let's just leave it at I don't know. But sometimes I do respond. I probably shouldn't respond, but I can't help it because it's like, sometimes I'm just like, you are so ignorant that you need to know about yourself. And I don't know, but like, okay. So let's see. Okay, so this person says, cuando se largan de mi país, ya comí mucha berenjena. No quiero más berenjena en mi país. Vayan a Haití. Es lindo, las partes turísticas, lárguense. So basically, he's saying, you need to leave from my country. You are an eggplant? I don't know, maybe that's is that like a Dominican diss? Like calling someone a berenjena? I don't know, but he's calling me an eggplant. Is it because it's purple? Like, are they trying to say black people are purple? I don't know. I really don't understand that insult. So comment below if you're Dominican. What does that actually mean? Like calling someone a berenjena? Then he's saying I need to go to Haiti. It's beautiful. It has a lot of tourist places. Leave my country. So I'm like, are you serious? Is this really happening? Like, because I talked about one Dominican Uber driver who mistreated me. One. I never said the Dominican Republic is a horrible place. I never said that. I love Dominican Republic. I love Dominican people, Dominican food, Dominican culture, Dominican music. I love everything Dominican. But this one guy, I didn't like. Another person said I have to blame Uber. But I feel like, okay, yes, I can hold Uber responsible, which I did, and they did what they did on their end. They gave me the credit for the ride. However, if I just blame Uber, wouldn't I be taking away the responsibility of that driver who did the crime? You know, like, yes, he works for Uber, but he could work for anybody, any other company. He could work for himself and still do that. He can still scam people. Really and truly, the purpose of that video was to warn people. You know, there are people out there that are being inspired to travel to other countries. If I'm telling them, hey, you should come to this country, and I learned something negative or I had a negative experience, I would feel partially responsible for not sharing that information with my subscribers. Everything that I do and experience, I want you guys to know about. So it would be very irresponsible of me to have had that negative experience and not share it with you guys. It's a typical scam in Santo Domingo. It's a typical scam. There are other Dominicans in the comment section saying, yeah, that's very popular here. There are Dominicans that I was talking to out there saying it's popular. Nibby even said that she heard about that scam before, but she never got scammed in that way. That's a typical scam in DR. So I would be very irresponsible if I didn't share that with you guys. So it's just a caution. I'm giving you a caution. But I just don't understand how people thought I was being like biased, or I was being privileged, like American privilege, or, you know, like, I don't understand that just because I shared one negative experience. I think it's partially my duty to show you guys and tell you guys my experiences. If I'm trying to tell you to go travel the world, I want to make sure that everyone who is inspired by me to travel, I want to make sure that they're safe. Okay, so I also had some comments of people saying, well, okay, that's the reason why I'm not gonna visit. Now, just because I have one bad experience doesn't mean you shouldn't go visit. yes, you should still visit Santo Domingo. It's a great place. Now, in almost all of my videos, I talk about the do's and don'ts. Now, obviously, I can't know everything because I'm not from these places, but I think we should always, practice self-awareness of our surroundings. Don't have your phone out all crazy. If you know Spanish, use Spanish. Limit your English. Try not to be speaking English out loud to everyone. Try not to look like a tourist. If you're a person of color, it's going to be a little bit easier for you. If you are white, Caucasian, it will be a little bit more difficult for you, especially in Santo Domingo, because people are going to think you have money, so you may be a target. So I would suggest to just exercise extreme caution, but it's not impossible. I mean, I went and I survived. There were lots of other people before me who were of every different race who went and survived and had a great time. Don't let one person's bad experience ruin a possible amazing experience for you. You should go to Santo Domingo. You should go to Dominican Republic and travel and see the world. Don't let that hold you back, because if you let fear hold you back from anything in life, not just traveling, but if you let fear hold you back from anything, you will never leave your house. You will never experience anything new. So definitely don't take my one bad experience as a don't go to Santo Domingo. No, take that as a, okay, you know what? This happened to Chanelle. I'm gonna keep this in mind and work my way around that. Okay, so more comments about get out of my country. Somebody said typical African American, which I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean? Like, typical African American, what does that even mean? This to me is absolutely crazy. Oh, someone said I'm dumb for I'm dumb for taking Uber. I don't know how that's being dumb, because if you watched the whole video, I said, one, I didn't have cash, so that's kind of hard to take any other type of transportation without cash. And two, Uber's whole system is for you to be safe. So I believe that I took the best option, at least from what I had. In certain countries, Uber doesn't exist, so I can't, do that. And in certain countries, Uber only has like a cash option. I was surprised DR had a card option. I was like, wow, okay, because in Colombia, Uber only has a cash option. So, and I used Uber in Colombia without any problems. Nobody ever tried to scam me with at least taxis in Colombia. But with Uber in DR, that has happened to me. So, I don't think using Uber is a dumb thing. Like, I thought that it would have been safer than taking a taxi. But, I mean, each country is different, and this is something you will learn as a traveler, especially if you travel very often. You will learn that each country is different. Just because they speak the same language does not mean it's the same culture. Please understand that. There are different, social rules and different things that go on in different countries. Like, things that I can get away with in Colombia, I could not get away with in Santo Domingo. Like Medellin, I could walk freely in the street and no one really bothered me. But in Santo Domingo, that could happen. Not in an unsafe way, but just, people talking to you, So just because the country speaks the same language, Colombia, República Dominicana, Mexico, all of those countries are different. They're different cultures. Just because they speak the same language does not mean the people are the same, And then I got a lot of people that said they're happy with what I said to the guy. Somebody said words are very powerful. Someone said he got shook. You know, so like I'm so thankful for those comments, and I'm thankful for the people that, you know, saw validity in my video, because it was by no means to scare anybody. It was just to let you guys know that's happening over there. So just be mindful. And also, I want to add that that's mostly happening from the airport to the destination. Like, because after that, Nibby and I, we took taxis, we took Ubers to different places, to the mall, to the movies. We took Ubers to different places, and it was fine. A lot of people have told me that usually happens from the airport to your destination. So just be in mind that you can still use Uber in Santo Domingo. Just look out for that. If they say, hey, my Uber app's not working, can you pay cash? Just know that that's the beginning of the scam. So just kind of leave when you hear that. But that's more common from the airport to wherever you're going. If you haven't seen the video, or if you don't know what video I'm talking about, check it out here. And let me know what you think. Am I wrong for what I said? Do you think that that was a helpful video? What are your thoughts about that? I would really like to know. And I'm getting ready to travel again, of course. So I'm really, really excited. And if you don't know, I am now a flight attendant. I'm so excited for this new career of mine. So I'll be sharing more videos about that. And if you have any questions about my new career as a flight attendant, definitely comment them below. And I wanted to share something with you. Okay, so I wanted to share a beautiful note that one of my subscribers sent me. So she sent me a donation, and with the donation she wrote me this note. She didn't tell me whether or not she wanted her name to be broadcasted, so I'm gonna leave her anonymous for now. If you want your name to be broadcasted, just let me know. But she sent me this really great note. She says, I know it's not much, but I think it's so inspiring that you moved to Colombia to learn the language and culture. I was born in Bogota, but have lived in Orlando, Florida most of my life. I plan on moving to Rome, Italy next year to learn the language. Thank you so much. I want to thank you so much. Thank you so much for that beautiful note, and thank you so much for your donation. It is highly appreciated. That was so beautiful to me. So guys, if you would like a shout out here on my channel and you want me to read your notes, special notes to me, please definitely check out the link below. Donations are appreciated and they are used to help out my channel. And if you want your name to be broadcasted, just let me know. If not, just let me know you would like it to be anonymous. Again, thank you so much for your beautiful note. That just warms my heart, and honestly, that just kept me going to keep making videos, because sometimes when I read the comments and people saying, get out of my country, you know, you're not welcome here, what are you doing, la la la, and sometimes even racist things they say, it makes me feel kind of bad. Like, you know, I'm not gonna stop making videos, but it makes me feel kind of bad, like, man, am I even helping anybody? So with that note, that warms my heart. Thank you so much. And if you would like your note to be broadcasted, I would love to broadcast it. Like I said, if you'd like to donate with a note, definitely look at the link below. Highly appreciated. So, okay, I know this video is all over the place, but I just wanted to clear that up. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you soon. Bye.